In this video, we'll be taking a look at Shaak for the Black Series 6-inch line, another highly anticipated action figure for me. Very well could be one of the most anticipated action figures of the year. And I'm that much closer to being caught up on all the Jedi that Hasbro has made up to this point. I think now I just need Ki-Adi-Mundi, Plo Koon, and Yoda. And that's pretty much it. And I do have Barra Safi on pre-order. Even though I haven't taken this out of the package yet, I'm really impressed with how this action figure looks. At some point I'll have to do a Jedi collection video. She's number 8 for Attack of the Clones. Interesting, we've gotten 8 action figures for Attack of the Clones so far, and then Revenge of the Sith only had 2. Most of the time it's the other way around. Image of Shaak there. Looks really good. It's kind of an iconic pose for her. A wise and patient Jedi Master, the Togruta Shaak fought at the Battle of Geonosis and supervised the training of clone cadets on Kamino. Well, we know that is in direct reference to the Dave Filoni Clone Wars series. But anyways, I'll go ahead and get her open up off screen here. I'll be back in a moment. So I think both Shaak and Luminara here are going to be great contenders for some of the best Black Series action figures of the year. Hard to say if they'll be number 1 or even number 2, but I do think they would be at least top 10 for most people. Both are phenomenal action figures. Shaak especially, very striking. Hasbro did a phenomenal job with her. I'm very impressed with it. And they've come a long way with a lot of the Black Series action figures. I've been going back and looking at a lot of the ones from 2013 and 14 again. And I do have many of those in my collection. And it's just really impressive seeing how over the last decade, we went from the more regular action figure looking characters, meaning like the painted faces. And a lot of times the paint apps might not be totally right on them. And then of course the likeness to the actual characters might be significantly off, but now we have these lifelike appearances, and just the action figures are better than ever. And Shaak is no exception to that. So definitely the main attraction to this action figure is in the head sculpt here. They did a great job with her head tails here. Very impressed how that turned out. They do have some flex to them, so they're not hindering of the neck articulation at all. But really look at the paint apps there. You can see the jewelry she has. The Jedi Master that has 9 lives. I'm not exactly sure what her fate is in the new canon, or in the Disney canon. She does have these ribbons around here, which are prevalent with most of the action figures of her. And I think it is glued into place, the back of her neck there. You can see her loincloth there. Very nice pattern design, and the aesthetic of it is extremely impressive. Really like the color of her robes as well. It has more maroon color for both her skirt and her robe here is more of like a burgundy color instead of brown. And similar to Luminara, it does look like they did some extra sculpting work with her boots here. Her legs are reutilized from Eurocene, I think. But very nice detailing in her boots. They even did the laces. But they're definitely not the same as Luminara's. Just to give you an example. And it looks like Barris will have some high-heeled boots. Articulation's really good. Like I said, the head tails are not really a hindrance to her neck articulation at all. It's a pretty good range of motion there. Butterfly joints at the shoulders, the hinge as well, hinged elbows, the hinge wrists, both go up and down. Joint at the waist, more so than the torso. Then the hinge tips, the swivel thigh, and then double hinge at the knees because it's utilizing the older legs. Then the rocker ankles there, the hinge. I do like with her skirt, it's a little bit longer in the back, so it has a little bit of that drape to it. And for accessories, if you count her robe, which I think you can take off, but it's not really necessary. Might save that for another video at some point. And the lightsaber, pretty standard hilt, but I do think that is accurate to her. And it looks like you can take the blade off. Be careful with doing that. Basically, you have to twist it off. But because it has a peg there, I wonder if you can put it on her belt. And indeed, you can. Yeah, I don't think Luminara you can attach it to her belt at all. Yeah, she doesn't even have a peg on her lightsaber hilt. It's kind of interesting. I do appreciate that Hasbro did that here. I'll admit it is, doesn't seem like it stays into place too well. Just seems like it's kind of loose. Can be kind of tricky to get that blade in sometimes. But I think that's all I can initially say about Shaak T. 2025 has definitely been a great year for Black Series so far. It looks like we still have many more hits to come. And I do hope to catch up on many more here soon. Like all the ones I mentioned, plus like maybe Savage, a lot of the characters like that. We'll see. But would I recommend Shaak T for your collection? I definitely would. As I said, I think she's going to be one of the figures of the year, at least for Black Series. Same for Luminara. If you're a big fan of Jedi, anything of that sort, this is definitely the definitive Shaak T. Hopefully here soon we'll see both these characters scaled down into TVC. Luminara we might not, since we already have her. But definitely could see Shaak T. But we'll see what the future holds. I really hope Hasbro takes note of that and scales her down to TVC. But I'll definitely be doing many more videos featuring all these characters here soon. And of course all the clones and the Super Battle Droid back there as well. And one more thing I'll show real quick before we go. Just the back of her plastic or paper sleeve here with the Geonosis Battle Arena. But that concludes this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for playing more in the future. There's always more to come. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate your support, and check out the links in the description if you haven't done so already. And as always, thanks for watching.